Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. And today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Kazuha. Kazuha is not really someone you expect to see shirtless a lot, and that's because he has a preference for wearing clothes with lots of layers. So seeing his chest would be awfully rare. But you walked in on him while he was changing, and he was just changing into a shirt to sleep. But apparently, he didn't notice what he was doing to your heart like this, as you stare at him. And he only noticed when you went over to touch his chest, smiling, as you traced his abs with your fingers. Kazu, Lion, he said, blushing, completely startled, but he just smiled, giving him a kiss. You look beautiful. You're gorgeous, baby. So don't keep things like that from me again, okay? He didn't know how to respond to this. He was completely caught off guard by the entire ordeal, so he just nodded, and you could still see the bright blush in his cheeks. And honestly, it was the most adorable thing in the world. Heizou. Heizou was a tease, and he knew that very well. He always knew what he was doing to you and your heart. Your poor heart. That would instantly shoot up in flames as soon as he saw the sight. He took off his shirt on purpose, and now you were looking at him as he just chugged down a bottle of water. Why was he doing this? Was he purposely doing this to you? You had no idea, but the look he gave you was not innocent at all. And he just smirked once you caught you staring, telling you that you can come and touch if you're so curious. And you're not an idiot to refuse such a request. You do touch, and it's the best thing you've ever touched in your entire life, and you totally don't regret. In fact, you feel kind of blessed that Heizou gave you that chance. And they certainly tease you about it later, many, many times. And if you ask him to take his shirt off later on, he doesn't protest. Instead, he knows what's coming, and he honestly can't blame you for wanting to enjoy yourself. Albedo. Albedo's so nice and so beautiful, but he's not usually one to take his shirt off, so you only saw it because you spilled ketchup on him. It was an accident. You were trying to put it on your burger, but instead it got all over his shirt somehow. You felt guilty about it. It was a perfectly beautiful shirt, and now it was ruined with ketchup. You hoped it would be clean. But all of those thoughts were wiped away from your head as soon as you saw him take off his shirt, that chiseled back, and his abs. They were hidden underneath all the big shirts he wore, but they were there, and you wanted nothing more than to touch. You were not vain. You just wanted to touch him because he was your boyfriend, and of course, as a good girlfriend, what was your job but to admire and love him as he deserves? Because honestly, as his girlfriend, you had to appreciate him. And appreciate him you did. And if your dinner got a little bit cold because of that, then it didn't matter. You would just reheat it. It's perfectly fine. And you got to touch him. So in exchange, it wasn't that bad. Venti. Venti didn't seem like he had a chest at all. And fair enough, he was very young. Or at least young looking. And something else was that he didn't seem very athletic. So it was difficult to imagine him having abs. But it all happened one day, when he had just taken his shirt off for no reason that you knew. And to be frank, you could care less about the reasons, as you stare at him, oogling, because that was the only good thing you could do right now. And then he just smirked, giggling a bit. Why stare when you can touch Ryan? Oh, he wanted you to touch them, so you were not going to hold back. And you end up sitting on his lap, your hands going over his chest, as you mumbled words of praise between kisses. And in the end, you do make out. That's honestly good for you too. And it does make things a little bit more exciting. Scaramouche. Scaramouche only took it off to change into another shirt, but he didn't know you'd be there and staring at him like that. He thought it was normal. People did that sometimes, right? And you were his girlfriend. So why were you staring at him? He quickly put the shirt on though, and you were only given a few seconds to gaze upon the beautiful body of his. He was blushing brightly too, because he noticed you were looking and told you to stop being such a pervert, and that you had such horrible self control when it came to him. And to be honest, he wasn't wrong at all. In fact, you had zero self control when it came to him. So there really wasn't much that you could do that could help you in the situation. Besides, of course, apologizing and giving him a kiss on the cheek. Just something to at least get the thought off your mind. Danari? Oh, Danari would have the most amazing chest. And he takes his shirt off because he just wanted to wash it. And he was going to get another when they stopped him. He smiled slightly. What is it, man? Is something wrong? And he nodded. Something is indeed very wrong, Danari, and I have to fix it. He looked a little bit concerned at that. What is it, Wan? What's going on? But then you caught him off guard completely as you kissed his chest. I haven't seen your chest before, or kissed it, and now that problem is fixed. You can go on now, he said, leaving, and only because he didn't want him to tease you, because he knew if you gave him a chance, he wouldn't shut up. But he couldn't help himself but laugh, giggling softly and admiring how cute you are. I guess you did have to fix that. Child. Child's so adorable and beautiful. But the thing is, he does take his shirt off sometimes, or at least unbuttons it. So you're kind of used to the sight. But he never takes it off completely around you. Yes, he may take it off sometimes, but he's never done it around you, and you only did it this time to flex on you and show you his chest. Yeah, he's pretty shameless. And once you tell him that, and continue to kiss his chest afterward, he tells you that he'd rather be shameless than a pervert like you. And that's when you elbow him, hard, and he has to apologize all day, just to get you to kiss him again. To be honest though, his chest was beautiful, and he had every right to show off.